We've all seen the broadside getting pummeled, blown up, tilted, destroyed, and all kinds of things by your beautiful designs, except a few, in which case the broadsword won. Most of those designs were considerably smaller. But in any case, broadsword has some serious issues that we need to fix. Before that, I just want to show you something hilarious. Here are my ships. Here we can see the Draconia, the big battleship I'm building. Look at this. Look at the little picture that's supposed to describe this ship. Yeah, it's an error message. Isn't that beautiful? I think it is. This is some true beautiful from the depth stuff. Now we should load the broadsword instead. Now I have a little list of stuff that we need to fix, but basically I was looking a little bit at this harpoon, and I'm seeing it already has identify friend or foe units, which I think it didn't have because it has a tendency to actually target our own vehicles, which is a problem. And these winch are no way near powerful enough. But, I don't know. I guess this ship isn't the best thing to battle equally sized stuff. It's probably better to make life hard on smaller ships, basically. So, there are different little ways we should be able to set stuff up here. We need to look around a little bit, and the shield projectors are kind of exposed. We probably need more anti-missile missiles. What are these guys actually? All-in-one local weapon controller. That's good. And these are also all-in-one local weapon controllers. Yes, I've changed them because I don't want them to target missiles. They do a lousy job of it. All-in-one local weapon controller. What are you complaining about? You're not complaining about anything. Alright then. Well, these seem to be set up properly indeed. How about these ones then? Yep, they've all been switched to local weapon controllers, so that's good thing. Let's make sure that this is still civs controlled then. So it is not something weird going on with this thing, it's a civs controller. Well, that makes a lot of sense. And these are local weapon controller as well, which is great. Alright, so an obvious problem we have for this thing is of course this turret gets shot off. This is our main turret. We'll need to fix that a little bit. So, whoops, let's gonna build on it. Just click P here. And we need to check the internals here. We can see that we should probably change one of these layers to heavy armor actually, because it just gets insta-killed too quickly. It's not acceptable. It has some heavy armor going on in here, but it seems to be no way near enough. So I learned something new, by the way, and that is to click on the mouse wheel and then right click this little mirror thing here, and it will always be in the center. I didn't know about that until now, so congratulations, Gmodism. Alright, so I don't think the barrel gets shot off very often, so let us just add some... what? Oh. It does not allow for symmetry. Are you kidding me? If we delete this one block, it gets disconnected. Wow. Not... how is this... oh man, this is a... are you kidding me? It can't be true, come on. Come on, mate. Can't be true. Alright. How? Oh no! Look! 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 Oh, it's turned the wrong direction. Wow, that was a built-in weakness I didn't know about. Alright, so if we remove this now, we're still connected. Mate, I didn't know about that. That's not good. Wow, okay. Yeah, that's a weakness. I didn't know about that. It was one block connecting everything. I think I must have messed up a little bit when I designed this, probably. And this, I don't think it does much, to be honest. I think we can probably delete some of those there to just have just a few more blocks connecting it up there. Oh, wow. Alright. We already improved it very much, and we didn't do much. Well, I'm going to continue working on this little turret. I'll be trying and switching some parts in here to heavy armor, just because this turret is super expensive, and we can't afford to have it insta-die. And I don't know why I used a lot of armor in this thing. It should not use a lot of armor. This thing should it should not use a lot of that like light weight alloy. It should use some like proper armor, to be honest. Yeah, well, I'll be back in seconds. Oh, when we've done this, will we still be able to stand upright? We don't really know that yet. It remains to be seen. Right, main turret now has some heavy armor, kind of one layer backing it up. Replaced some of the 2 sheep blocks with something more sturdy. And the only thing that remains is probably looking into the ammo for this thing. What do we use? It's just a kinetic shell. And it's a fast kinetic shell, but since the entire thing kind of blew up, I'm kind of wondering a little bit if we should make this a armor piercing. Maybe we should implement this armor piercing like EMP thing going on here. Expected armor piercing. We'll need the sub-bot warhead bodies to get to something decent, don't we? Expected armor piercing, solid warhead body, armor piercing head. Yeah, this won't wanna work. Nah, if we get the sub-bot here, we get it up over 40, which is kind of metal thing. But to be honest, I think this gun is too small to be armor piercing EMP things. You know, I think we're gonna go with something a little bit more trusty. I think we'll throw on a squash head, and then we'll add a bunch of explosives behind it. So let's see here. We don't need it to be as fast. Right, so now we get it to 600 meters per second, probably a little bit faster so enemy lambs can't take it out, because that would be very sad. 700 meters per second. That's kind of more like it. This might work. This might work indeed. Alright, and this is... what is this now? It's 4-meter one, yeah. We didn't make it too long, did we? And possibly, let's see here, we get it to there. We can probably add a base bleeder here to get it up to some speed. Wait, did that change anything? It was a little bit better. Yeah, okay. This is a base bleeder. Oh, much faster. 800. But I want that force. Warhead body. Okay, that's nice. When I go down with the AI here a little bit, I'm not sure this will do it, but I'm thinking that, let's see here, what values do we have? We have a kind of I'm a little bit worried about this thing kind of getting a little bit nuked around here. So if we just remove that thing there, and that thing, and ooh, is anything attached to these things? I think it's just kind of structure, yeah. No, they are actually attached to that thing. Okay, can't do it. Thought that I could perhaps EM-proof it a little bit, but I don't know if that would have done too much. Alright, considering to make it target hot things as well, kind of to make it do a little bit more damage, but not sure about that. Anyways, I think that's probably that. I think this turret is much improved now, so that means we can. Actually, I'll need to find whatever this is called and resave it. It's better now. All well and done, which means we'll need to proceed a little bit. And by the way, this little change also makes it so that it's much more dangerous for this thing to blow up now. There is a small chance of, you know, everything just going boom because we have explosives inside those hash shells. So that can be a little bit of a problem, but that is for a later problem, so no worries. In any case, we'll need to proceed with making some changes, and the big elephant in the room is, of course, it's not this turret actually, it's the AI compartment. We got AI deaded so many times, it's embarrassing. So we should probably begin with just cleaning up some junk inside of here. And yeah, we're gonna put things on rubber, I believe. This share is nice and all that, but I'm considering that we should perhaps indeed have it, you know. This is the captain's share. We don't need to sit here in the AI compartment and being like all sad about it. Let's move up the firing control computer. I think if you want to drive this ship manually, which you basically can't because it's so darn scary to even maneuver it, you should have some courage and stuff like that. And, you know, balloon your chest out and pretend it's steel and just, you know, take the incoming shells, spit them in the face. Like that. That's the mentality we need. So I'm thinking that anyone that wants to shoot this is of course where we steer, and inside of here we can also probably shoot some shells, right? So or do we want to have a that's not the firing bridge, is it? Up here, is this the fire control room? It's so small windows. This is open deck, open. Okay, I think it's the captain's cabin should also contain the fire and control computer. That's good. Now we have it there. Fantastic. Well, what a mess. What is this? Why do I have RTGs? They cost like 5,000 each. Do they even do anything? They probably do. I don't exactly remember. What are these shells? Armor piercing heads, solid world bodies. That's for the auxiliary cannons. They do their stuff. ECM scrambler. How much power does it use? It's set up to set signal power to 3000. Yeah, I'll guess. I don't know if this even helps very much, but maybe we can change it to 2000 because I don't think it's that important. And this one is set to 0. All right, that's good. Scrambler. So, which means we can remove this, we can remove that, we can remove this, and this is an extra fuel tank. Yeah, we'll need that. It feels like, I don't know, it's like junk. And here we have a little problem with this compartment flooding if we're getting water, but it doesn't matter so much. What we mainly need to do is just copy all the things that are in here. Add some rubber going on here. Yeah, we'll need some serious rubber. And just line this entire compartment with rubber. Yeah, that's basically what we need to do. And that can be there. It doesn't matter if this entire compartment gets flooded, by the way. It's not that it's like important we don't have water in here. It was just, you know, if you leave the doors open, it's a minor annoying detail, basically. So this is where we want to use the copying tool, right? We'll just remove some repair bots and we can get the prefab section going on there. And this AI has to be kind of changed a lot too. I didn't remove anything important because it just doesn't work correctly, right? Broadside. Yeah, we might need to set it up. I wonder if circle towards enemy thing. This has a lower priority, so we can just go inside of here and just play around a little bit. Circle at enemy. Circle distance 1000 meter. Can set this to 0. And I'm just wondering a little bit, it seems we do not have the setting of switching sides for this AI when it's damaged. So we have to set up this with control blocks and stuff like that if we want to use it. Which is kinda a little bit of a menace. I'll need to check that out a little bit, but lining this room with AI and stuff like that, it's just it's a little bit boring, you know? I'll just do like that. I feel like I kind of height, is it 3 high? I think it is, not too high, 3 high. All right, there we go. And it's like with, I don't know how wide that is. It's not wider than this. Capture prefab, fantastic. Now we can just kill this area, right? Oh well, almost. With, okay, length. Okay, that's something. Alright, right. Capture prefab, thank you. Trash. Erase. No, that doesn't work. Capture prefab, okay. Update, okay, now I kind of hacks the system. Okay, good. I'm feeling smart. And we're having the AI compartment kinda, does this work? Does it fit? I think it fits. And just slop it down there for the time of being. Very nice. And we're just gonna go into it and make sure that our settings are copied over. Nominal broadside angle. Alright, will bring us a bit closer into them, and values above 90 will take us further away. Let's experiment and set this to 90 and see if it's okay. Start broadside below, start closing in on target. Oh, I want this thing to never run away. Can we do that? Switch time is below. Oh, okay, 20%. Okay, yeah. So I don't know. I just don't want to mess with control blocks and different AIs and circle at distance and stuff like that. Ugh, it sounds boring, but I guess I'll have to figure that out a little bit later. But right now, let's see here. What do we have? What is the blocks we have here on the sides though? Well, so remember we need to add these repair bots again too. What are their values? Health 150. So they're kind of weak meat. Oh well. I want some of them at core, of course, so I'll just add a few. And they have like... Do they have like any attachment points? No? You can, but you can't stack them like this, or what? You can. Alright. I thought you couldn't. Oh no, you can't. Okay. I'll put them this way then. I don't know if we even will have kind of a... that you can walk down here. So here we have layers and stuff like that. What's happening even here? We ain't got any wedges in front of here, but we got a turret and we have a spacing here. So this spacing could possibly be filled with applique panels, yeah? No. We should do a checkerboard pattern and stuff like that, but we're gonna be a little bit easy. And we're just gonna fill this area with era. And that, ladies and gentlemen, should indeed increase our survivability kind of a lot. Right, so left, right cutting. Below? No, I mean, yes, okay. So here you can see from the front, we have a layer of era there. They will be activated kind of at once, but you know, that happens. And then possibly what happens if we also insert a layer of era here? And of course it feels like these should be backed a little bit, yeah? We'll give them a tiny bit of backing, just fill with a few wooden blocks there. And it should possibly increase our survivability kind of a bit too. Because I'm thinking the first couple of shots that kind of tend to take out the turret, this might fix it. Maybe, possibly, it could. Which would be great. And then we have these turrets as well. They kind of get deaded kind of quickly too, but to be honest, it's not a big deal. It's fine. But yeah, that's a layer of era, that's a layer of era. We'll need to fix era on the sides of this thing too, that's for sure. And I think that this little layer here, we have kind of wooden layer. I'm thinking that this layer will be fixed with era as well. So this is just wood. And oh, now I need to remove the cutting here and decrease the blocks and just make sure that everything kind of is acceptable. In the front we have we have a lot of blocks. We have bad FPS as we like it from the depth. And right, I'll probably need a symmetry plane here. This is a mess. But anyways, what we are adding is basically a layer of era on top of the AI compartment, as well as on the sides as well. Because if we don't, we'll die. Oh man. Okay, yes, you can return the blocks now. Thank you. Is this... this is kind of... okay. This is empty space, because I removed stuff. Makes sense. No. This is supposed to be how it was, right? No, these are actually... okay. Redo. That's probably fine. When you spam undo and then redo again and you're kind of unsure if you did any changes, that's usually not a good sign. Anyways, If we go to the other side here, do we have the empty spaces here? We kind of do, okay. Then we'll just fill that with some wood going on there. And I'm thinking that on top of the AI core, which is just a little bit too close to the surface, to be honest, which I admittedly just realized, I'm thinking that this is probably also an area we're gonna fill with some era blocks. And it seems the half blocks are actually basically doing the same job as the big blocks, so yeah. We can fiddle around a little bit with that, but I just wanted to bring you that. Of course it will be like one video, but I'll be back, but I gotta go now, so I'll just save the crafter and continue in a few seconds for you. So we're fixing the broadside, and I've been spending an hour or so rearranging the angles of cannons. Good job, Gmodism. You can see here I have some nice idle angles going on here for these cannons here. And I got the nice angles of the cannons like this. Even down here they are at a 6 or 5 degree angle, very nice. And these anti-air cannons, they are my favorite, best idle angle ever, amazing. And yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I've also done some other stuff, if I can manage to remember that. Yes, of course. The AI. So inside here, let's do a little cut through this little thing. Left to right, I mean below. There we go. So inside the AI, we have one layer here of heavy armor. On the sides, we have 2 layers of heavy armor. We have ERA, explosive reactive armor, above here. And on the sides as well. So if we go like, yeah, it's in the sides. We have ERA above and on the sides and even behind, I think. No, we do not have ERA from behind. Well, that's interesting. Why is this then? I thought we had ERA from below here. Well, in that case, I suppose we'll just insert a layer of ERA here. That's probably fine. All right. So not home. Let's see here. End. Off. Go there. We're just going to, in case we face the enemy with our backs, we want to have a couple of a little layer of ERA going on here, just to protect against big penetrators. Something like that. Okay. So back to the little room there. Maybe we should have a front back cutter. And we can just yeah, this is kind of interesting. We can do like this. So let's see here. We haven't added much behind there, but we have added here. I just want to show the sides. Here we have like ERA on the sides and 2 layers of heavy armor from the sides, since we are facing the enemy with our sides. We also have a couple of we have 1 layer of applique armor inside of here, and all the components have been moved so that they are insulated with 1 layer of rubber from all sides. And we also inserted some surge protectors on the heavy armor, as the heavy armor apparently acts as some kind of superconductor nowadays. And it seems to be quite, indeed, that's the case. Come on, okay. So, we did already armor this turret. We switched to high explosive, or like squash head high explosive. Sorry. And yeah, that's what's been going on for sure. And we are also going to add a little bit of I think we need to add some extra surge protectors a little bit here and there, because it's apparent that we take too much EMP damage for the time of being. So probably a little bit more of those surge protectors can probably be a good idea. We have one in the front there, we probably need one in the bridge and stuff like that. Now, however, we are going to set up some movement limitation stuff, because if your turrets kind of have a little bit of a problem with getting stuck or whatever, it might be because of you needing some type of limitation for their movements. Why am I not seeing anything? Okay. Marker size. This is weird. Why am I not seeing the marker? There it... Oh, water surface. I see. Okay. No? Okay. God damn it. Right. I think we are down into degraded mode, because this ship is too big for my computer to have at recent settings, so that's interesting. Well, anyways, now we should be able to go here, enable extra constraints, and we can probably set it to an angle of, let's see here, minimum, maximum, like that. And then we can probably limit it moving from there to there. Oh, it's kind of weird. I'm thinking like, kind of like that perhaps, but flip them. Okay, possibly. Now we're just gonna move over here. And yeah, that won't work. So if we kinda invert these angles, no, that wasn't work. It's something like, maybe we can put it like negative. Oh, come on. Okay, never mind. We'll need to set it up manually. It won't make any sense. Oh, okay. There we have that one. And oh no, now they're moving all around. Okay, something like that probably. I think, oh, okay, we don't need to flip this. Well, that's all fine. That makes sense. And this one can be like that. Well, very nice. And this one can probably be a little bit more extreme, to be honest. Like that. Alright, now these shouldn't get jumbled up. This is actually a very useful trick. If your turret kind of gets stuck or can't aim at the enemy, instead of just fail-safing and trying to aim the enemy, we got a question like this in like the Discord as well. Instead of like fail-safing and being weird like that, they might actually just, you know, shoot at another target instead. Now, I think, did I mess up the idle anti-azimuth here? Yes, I did, because I copied the setting. Okay. Right, so now we should instead find this 3-axis turret. Amazing, because these has real problems going on there. Marker size. Is somebody climbing on my roof? Kinda sounds like it. Well, that's probably all normal. I need bigger markers. Oh god. A little more probably. Oh no, it disappeared. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's annoying. If we do like this, probably. Oh yeah, we can actually do like, oh no. Oh, I hate that. There is like weird shortcuts from the depth that absolutely suck. And if you happen to use a like Swedish keyboard, you can't rebind those keys. So when I'm pressing a like totally normal button, I just get teleported to a random turret, and it's just annoying. Okay. So we can probably do... Come on. I want to show... God, this takes time. It's not this mode. Whatever is this mode, then this is... Right. And here we have the next mode. So I'm just Shift P. Okay, this is good enough then. I don't know if there's anything better than this. Extra constraints. Marker size. Oh, and we need to be in the air as well. Yes, I forgot that already. Okay. Marker size. I kind of see it a little bit there. And this one goes probably to 40. This one goes to 40 as well. Probably like that. Yeah, that should probably do it, I think. We won't get stuck if we do like this. Alright, great. Right, then we'll just try to find our way back to normal mode, which is this, I believe. Amazing, just takes a little... No? Yes? It just takes so long time. Okay, now we have limitations set up for that. The small turrets, it's a good idea to set them up as well. But they do so little damage, I don't think I will bother. Maybe we should bother a little bit. Like this thing. Smaller marker for this thing. Oh, and it can be like that. And probably not more than that. By the way, if we set it to like 30 as well, I can probably just... No. Why not? Okay, whatever. Apparently I can't copy that, so that's annoying. Right, something like that. And then we can... Can't that be a sharper angle? Oh well, that's fine. And maybe they won't get stuck as often. Possibly. But we won't bother much more with that. Now we have added, for at least the main turrets, we have some good constraints going on there. And the auxiliary turrets, they just spin around too. They can't get stuck, these simple weapon turrets. So it's not as important for them, but they might fail to have something to shoot at, which can be a problem, just so you know. But now we need to add kind of a little secondary AI thing. And if I remember like correctly, stuff in the bottom and middle of this craft rarely kind of get destroyed or damaged. So I believe that exactly like here, oh god, I hate this. From the depth key binding absolutely sucks. You can't set it to... you can do a lot, but it doesn't show the correct keys. It shows the like US equivalent of the keyboard whenever I press a key. So even though it's possible to keybind or stuff, it's just hard to do it because it's like I'm just pressing around on random keys kinda. So we're going to add a secondary little AI here. And I think it kinda will be decently well protected here. In case the other one gets AI deaded, we can just have it circle at distance, to be honest. And this has like a... I think it has a neutral priority. We'll set it to maneuver like that. Pitch angle 0. Adjustments. It's probably all good. Alright. Right, and this will just be called an extra, right? Perfect. With the wrong caps all around. Great. Wireless transmitter going on there on channel 1. We'll have a wireless snooper just, you know, for the fun of it. Having some extra detection going on there. And can... Let me click. Alright, and we can probably have one general processing unit just in case. And we're not going to like defend this auxiliary AI very much, but we are going to immunizing it from getting one shot, kinda, by just adding this tiny little era layer around this particular AI. And hopefully it will be enough. In case of some heat chill, I don't know, get stray or whatever damage. It's between these huge material boxes as well, so it's very unlikely it will get damaged that much, but yeah. And we can just add a little cap like that. Okay, nice. Now we have an extra AI. Fantastic. So, we have added some stuff. One thing we do want to add as well is we need a bigger rudder, because the rudder is a little bit on the weaker side after the update. So we are just going to pimp this rudder here to have some more juices in it. And that's not the best way to set that up. Oh yes, I can actually change that to kind of plop. Fantastic. Now we have a larger rudder, should help. We probably need to add some extra steering thrusters going on here too. So I'm kind of thinking we're going to... Maybe we can add it kind of in here. Right. So, we'll do like this. We're just going to add some extras. And I'm wondering also if it has been set up in a weird way now. Now that we've kind of changed a little bit stuff and have some updates and stuff like that, it's kind of possible that this is set up to automatic control. Well, it can do its thing there. But I'm a little bit worried that these set up... Oh, it's manual control. Okay. The old stuff are still set up at manual control, so it shouldn't worry about anything like that. Now, I do believe that this boat rudder, it's kind of gotten so nerfed that I don't think this does anything anymore. Ooh, but that's actually... Yeah, we need stuff to be below the waterline, yeah. So we can't really add it there. We can, however, add an auxiliary extra rudder. So we have this like pivot rudder points. We showed them a little bit before. But if we just add a rudder right here, we should be able to add a little micro extra thing rudder right here. This isn't very micro at all, but you'll get the point. Now, are you complaining that you're blocked? You are not complaining that you are blocked. That's good. Right. The rudder doesn't seem to block the output, at least. That's good. Because if it did, it would have been, you know, really sad. It's like this. Is this rudder less? Is this rudder less shiny? Because it feels like it a little bit. Okay, we have an extra rudder there. We can probably, these are steering as well, steering propellers. Yeah, we can possibly just add a few more. It's like manual control, and if we just add a couple here. This is like jaw, mostly jaw. Yeah, I think it's this setup should be fine indeed. Okay, so we have increased turning abilities. Let's increase it a little bit more. Maybe like there. This is like a lot of propellers in the bow of this ship, but it's kind of needed, to be honest. Yeah, it is kind of needed. We need to have that here. You can kind of see we are a little bit heavier than we were before. The waterline still doesn't go above the like deck when in shill position, but it's still like very close. It's notable that we made our turret a lot heavier. Well, anyways, next up what we need to fix is that I noted that our torpedoes do kind of have a problem of hitting the enemy. It's like sometimes they won't get there. So I'm thinking we should get inside of here. Here we have the launchers. They are connected up with the same missile controller somewhere. I believe. Okay. There it is. I've hit it. Hit it well. Local weapon controller. Signature. Ooh. This goes to Sonar, yeah? Okay, okay. Which means if our sonar is dead, it won't work actually, but that's, you know. We might need to check if we need to have an extra sonar or something. But okay, we filter on sonar, required accuracy before fire. Seems to be all good. Right, so if we remove the minimizing here, we can kind of check a little bit. Do we have much? We have the anti-missile systems going on there. We have a passive sonar. But man, did we forget to have like active sonars going on here? Well, in that case, I'll think we're going to add a little bit of a sonar system. Yay! So, AI, detection, no, not detection. First we need to have wireless receiver. Slap it down there. Detection, sonar. And we can have a sonar looking to the sides like that. And of course we need a sonar looking in the front, but we're not gonna add it right there. Now this is all silvery and shiny, but that's kind of nice. So we're going to leave it at that, just to make sure it looks acceptable. We have a sonar facing each side. Mainframe does not have enough processing power. Oh no. Well, that has to be fixed. The mainframe inside the AI here, it's a little bit jammed kinda after we added some armor and stuff. We also need more repair bots because I kinda removed some of them. And yeah, so that has to be fixed. Anyways, now I'm kind of back again. You don't know I was gone, but whatever. So one thing I kind of want to say is that the AI, we really kind of need to do a double circle at distance AI. So it circles at distance, and we kind of have two of them, so they switch between each side or something like that. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird how we're supposed to do that, and I need to look into it. But what we basically would do in that case is make it switch. I don't know if we can do that actually. I got this kind of tip that we can do like that, but I don't really know how to do it. We'll need to look into the ACBs a little bit. But anyways, here we have this torpedo, and you can see it ain't very good. What do we have here? Ballast tank float depth increased to 30, right? We have two fins in the front instead. Thrust duration, alright, it's kind of good. And our max speed. Okay, that makes sense. Right, so we have a signal processor. It seems to be working. Alright, we have a one turn. We have lots of fuel tanks. We have explosives, which I actually think that we're gonna go with frag. And secondary EMP to kind of target enemies' sonars and stuff like that. Yeah. We have too many fins, I believe. We don't need to have these many fins. And instead of all that, these are remote. What? What have I done here? Why have I stuck remote guidance as well? This doesn't make any sense, Gmodism. What are you doing? Let's have some APN guidance or something like that. Probably much better. We have a regulator to increase lifetime. Okay, so these are obviously... I don't know if I thought very much when I set them up. But yeah, let's have a sonar target simulator. Huh. Maybe a sonar buoy. Then I can have... Oh yeah. Cool, so a living missile can tell us where we are... where we have kind of the enemy. Smart. And we can probably also... a sonar target simulator. So, wow. So we can kind of confuse enemies here. Alright. Warhead arming delay. We can have activations delay to 1 second. Alright. Free internal used for high explosive. Well, that makes sense. And we have 3 fins in the back and 2 in the front. I think this is good. Copy to launching, matching launch pads. Okay. So now they should all be set up. Just double checking that this is indeed the same missile controller. It is, of course, very nice. And now our torpedoes should be fixed. One thing we have an issue with is, of course, we have too little general processing power. So I'm kind of thinking we're going to find a little spot where it's not full of ammunition. Does this area usually get wrecked? Maybe like in the middle here. We can have a little mini compartment where we're just gonna have a piece of AI. We have the... Do we have the mirror going on here? We did. Okay. So what we basically can do is have some of the processing power at the remote location. So basically we just add it here. We add a wireless receiver. Very nice. And then we're just adding some general processing cards. Connected to extra. Really? What does our main AI have for... Oh, this is weird. So this is channel 1. Right. Now we need to find the main AI, and this is... We just find this hut here, and then we go straight down. And inside of here, we'll find the AI somewhere. Okay, main, basic settings, priority. Right, okay, okay. And now I kind of wonder what channel are we transmitting to? In that case, here we have it, wireless receiver. Channel 1. What? Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Also, while we are inside of here, we should probably find the... God, it's jammed here. We should find the extra little anti-air AI. And I kind of left it untouched because it just survives so long. And this transmits to channel 2. What priority do we have here? -6. So the other one has priority over this, but this is channel 2, so it's fine. Okay, so if we just look at some main piece of detection. Okay, now we seem to have enough processing power. That's good. Okay, well then, we have successfully probably set that stuff up. One thing I do want to add is add a tiny bit of surge protectors, a little bit here and there, on the kind of rims of this ship. So we're gonna color them white, or actually we're gonna color them brown. And we want them to be in contact with metal pieces a little bit here and there on the craft. Just to kind of take the edge off some enemy things that are going on here. So if we have incoming fire, we can probably take it. So here, for example, I know this, I just added that block here, so we can have one there and one there. That's good. We have surge protectors above there. That's good. Can probably have one there as well. Right. So of course we don't really know exactly where to add all of these. Have some there. And hopefully it can help us a little bit. I don't know. That's the idea. I don't know. I thought to have them a little bit here and there, but I'm kind of wondering how much it will do, because a lot of the time when I thought I got killed by armor-piercing EMP, some of the times I actually got killed by armor-piercing frag or armor-piercing high explosive. So it's probably not as important as I thought a little while ago to add these surge protectors all over the place. We should, however, have some here in the middle. Come on, I just want to have a nice side. Okay, something like that. Right. So, and just below here. So I think that's enough. I think this means we have successfully, maybe, EMP improved at least this craft. But okay. So what's up next? I'm going to check some AI settings, and I'm also going to add a tiny auxiliary like extra AI for the anti-air system. So we just have a mainframe here, and this is going to be very basic, and it's going to have a transmitter, and it's going to have the lowest priority. It's gonna be AA extra. It's gonna have it's gonna charge the enemy in case of just killing them by brute force. Everything happens to be dead. It's stupid. And ideal pitch 0. Okay. Setting a extra. This is gonna transmit on channel 2. And yeah, maybe we should also have a wireless snooper on this in case. That's probably fine. And one of these, so we're kind of complete. Okay, very nice. We have an extra little thing. And I feel, I did think that to not protect this very much, but whatever. Let's just have a tiny piece of era around it to maybe make it survive 1 second longer in case something hits nearby. Who knows? This might turn out to be important. Oh, we can have... It's kind of weird, but I started to kind of like this brown color on things in general. Ta-da! A little box. Very nice. Okay, now we have extra AIs going on. We have more turning, we have better torpedoes. The turrets shouldn't get jambled. The AI should be protected. Let me look at my little notes here. What do we need to do? I thought to add more anti-cram, but to be honest, did we ever get killed by a cram? I don't think we did. It's always APS, so it won't matter very much. I need to make the AI never escape, and to do that, yeah, I don't know if we can do that. So that's kind of the thing. If I just put down a mainframe here for the fun of it and just look around a little bit with it, we see the broadside thing, and we have this side switching like option here. And if I go to broadside 1, it doesn't have it because it's the old broadside. And if we have circle and we have use both sides, so we have to have, in that case we have to have use use left side, yeah. Damn, so we have to have use left side only for one of them and use right side only for another one of them. Oh no. Yeah. I'm getting tired just thinking about this. And then we need to go on control, I believe, and we need to get it to an ACB. So we basically have another one of these. Actually just do like that, copy, paste, and then we go to ACBs, whoops, and set this one to right side only, and then we'll have like ACBs like that, which means alright, object presence. Within a certain distance, attach time of day, interaction, start timer within resource zone. Okay. Trigger on the target. Whoa. Laser attack when the ACB it's on has been recently taken damage by laser. Okay. Fuel access. Vehicle attitude. Okay. Control. Enemy target. I don't see anything about taking damage. So that's kind of problematic. It's nothing about, you know, if either side are too damaged, we can switch sides, because that would have been like optimal. Which means I think we have to set it on a timer in that case. I think we honestly have to set this on a timer, and that's kinda weird. Okay, so condition, I suppose. We could actually we see health here. So if we start at one side, we could set it to be when it's kind of damaged in a certain manner. How do we set up this then? Health. So if we are down under 90%, yeah, then, or rather, well, whatever. If it's within 90%, set, now let's see here, we need to see something with AI. Right, mainframes. Oh, aim point cards. Can we actually set them to do like set random, set aim point type? Oh, that's cool. But that's not what we're here for. We're gonna set it to mainframes. And we're gonna set it to, oh, okay. Enable the weapons control and disable the movement. Weird. Patrol, cease movement, velocity average, okay, set behavior. Oh, set the selected behavior of the mainframe. Wow, maybe we can do this with one AI in that case. Set behavior. Cool. So we could have set it like that. Circle at distance, yeah? What is this? Priority. Huh. Effect range, no limit. Set behavior. Okay, we'll set the behavior, circle at distance. Well, if I don't unremember this, if we just, I think we can do this. I think we can do this. So, now it's kind of broadside, and it has a tendency to run away from the enemy. And this is why we are trying to set this up. And it will be a little bit, there is a little bit of risk involved, there's a little bit of hit or miss. We'll see if we can set it up. But before I completely forget it, I am going to need to add a couple of repair bots here and there, since we kind of remove them. So I'm imagining we can have a little repair bot here and a little one there, and I'm just spreading them out and specially placing them on stuff that does not lead EMP super well, in hopes that they will survive a little bit longer. We can have one here, so we have small friends all over the place. I love the entrance engine here. It looks very much like an air conditioner. Oh well. And especially within the craft, you can like have, oh look, here's perfect. Just do like that. One there. One there. One here. Excellent. I'm just like adding away a little bit in these compartments going on here. And this is probably fairly safe as well. That area, that's too close to the EMP surge protector because it will lead EMP there. So we'll put it there. And a little bit here. That's ammo. Dying. Oh god, why do I have ammo all over here? Well, whatever. And one. Okay, it will be in contact with metal, but whatever. This one, okay, nice. I think I've added my repair bots again, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we have a few less than we had before, but not to matter too much. So, now we need to enable this annoying... Wait. Why am I okay. Redo doesn't work. Okay, now I've undone stuff, right? No? Okay, this is just scary. I don't know if it undone shit or what happened here. We can have a couple of repair bots here. Okay, nice. Anyways, okay, that's still there. Okay, whatever. Let's ignore that. Seems a little bit scary, but yeah. Now we're just going to dive down into this AI compartment and trying to kind of sort this thing out a little bit. Oh lord. We can probably remove a couple of these. We are going to remove this symmetry plane in any case, because otherwise it causes problems. Right. So, AI routine card. Here we can have set a behavior card. So, add behavior. Right. We have added a behavior. Very nice. So now we can probably set it to yeah, we removed a couple of blocks here, which leaves space for ACBs, which I don't know why we should put them here, but we will, just to see them easily. Okay, we have, I don't know if we need 4. Sorry. I think it might be enough with 2. Let's see. So this broadside isn't working. We're gonna have circle at distance and another one, circle at distance. Max roll to target 0. Minimum approach angle. That's the minimum angle. Okay. So we will be like facing sideways. Okay, that's good. We only want the first few seconds to be forwards. That front will take a little bit of damage, and then we're going to pummel the enemy with some shots. So the combat distance can be longer, like 2,000 meters. Should probably be okay. Let's set that up a little bit later, to be honest. The combat altitude, god damn it, I don't know where the AI is. Maybe we shouldn't touch these. This uses left side. This uses right side. Max roll to target, good. Right, so maybe... Ooh, wonder if we want one of the sides to be kind of closer to the target. That could be interesting. So that the first one is like 2,000 meters. And the second one is like 1,500. And this uses right side, this uses left side, right? And I believe that the first one will have a wider approach angle, like 60 degrees. And the second one will have like quite narrow approach angle, so we're really getting close. Because I feel that this ship is probably better at close distance than many other ships. Maybe. Okay, now it's just a question on adjustments. We have it be... Right. Ship and tank, wander distance, allow pitch controls, pitch angle 0, good. So that should actually be these things we need to set up here. Circle at distance. And this one is the one we begin with. Right. And inside here we have the stuff we need to set up. And perhaps we go with health. Max value 90% should be good, I think. Target action is if vehicle is within. So okay. Let's see here. Well, now I need to think. Oh yeah, so if it's not within this range, I higher than 90%, we're going to... Maybe we should set it to... Actually, 90% is good. We're going to make it go for AI and mainframes, right? And inside mainframes, we're going to have set mainframes to combat mode. Yeah, of course. Aren't they in combat mode all the time? And set behavior, right? And now let's see here. Circle at distance. Main. Okay. 4 blocks controlled. Why? Will set behavior of mainframes to circle at distance main. Oh well, whatever. Maybe we should have it be so that only 2 blocks are controlled, right? And if I just copy that and paste it to this one and remove the inversion. So set the behavior to circle at distance main, the other one, right? Cool. So maybe now it should work. Oh, and I need to probably go in here too. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, that's probably fine. Right. If so I'm kind of a little bit confused if this even works, but I think it should work now. Very nice. So basically we should be able to like test this thing, see if it's set up correctly. Test. And of course I can't, it's actually probably easier to just test it like that. But anyways, I think this is a good setup. I think we actually managed it. So we're going to save this thing. The broadsword is saved. And I'm also going to update the version on the workshop so that you can download the updated version of the broadsword. But first, we're of course going to just go into the AI here. Broadside main. We can see left side only is activated. Good. And then I'm going to take my explosives tool and I'm going to make a big boom. Oh god, please don't crash the game. And the broadsword, god, it didn't do enough damage. 93. Oh shit. Damn. That ammo is a little bit dangerous though. Ooh. I'm not sure that was the correct move to add this type of ammo inside of here. Well, our AI compartment is cool still. It doesn't kill everything. I think it's okay. Look, it didn't even damage the wall that much, thanks to the heavy armor around the turret. Awesome. Anyways, now we are below 90. So if we go in here, oh, beautiful, it's at the other side. It works. I don't know if it's good, but we succeeded. I feel kind of happy about myself for fixing this thing. Amazing. It's like super amazing, Gmodism. How did you manage to fix this despite all the helpful comments in our Discord and helpful YouTube comments and stuff like that? It's probably because of that. Well, to be fair, I only got the tip to do this. I didn't know, you know. I didn't know how to, like, do it. But I found out it's not so hard. And now we can probably test this thing. So we test it against something easy first, see if it behaves nicely. So, the shields turn on. Nothing weird going on here. And we're moving towards the enemy, alright. Because we are We're not so far away though. What is happening? Okay. Alright, so the Broadsword AI Extra, what type of priority do you have? You do not have high priority, so you shouldn't charge, okay? Main Extra, circle at distance 2000 meters combat distance. Yeah, well, this doesn't make any sense. The main... Oh, it was only turning, probably. This has max priority. Oh, that's good. AI Extra... Just to check the AI. The Extra... 0 priority, going on there. I feel... Yeah, that's probably fine. Alright. Now we kind of missed the combat here, but we did manage to watch this thing work. Let's set this to simple for the time of being. And this turret is not stuck, which is fantastic. Please stop repairing. And now it's moving away from the enemy. Why is it doing like that? Well, oh yeah, they took out that cram, good. It's still fleeing the enemy. I'm feeling kind of as though they didn't solve like anything. We're still kind of ass-siding the enemies here, that's not good. Don't show them your aft ship. And what's going on here with these turners? They seem to be working though. It's just that for some reason we're kind of ass-siding the enemy a little bit. But this is just plainly weird. I think I need to tinker around a little bit with the settings in here. Because it's like, why is it doing this? Minimum approach angle. It's still fleeing the enemy. Yeah, well, that's kind of interesting. I think I'll tinker around a little bit more with the AI settings. Because AI settings and stuff like that is just kind of a little bit boring. And when I found out how to make the AI a little bit more nice, I'm going to update the vehicle on the workshop. And after I've done that, I will actually make a few more battles. We will battle this thing against some of the winners from the last round. So I want to see if my improvements basically was worth the while, and if we can beat some of those we didn't beat before. Alright, but before ending this little video, I'm just wanting to kind of test ourselves against the Megalodon and see if it does anything useful. So, is our Hesh cannon any good? Do we do some internal damage on this thing? It's just a solid brick of metal, it feels like. Oh no, that's a lot of cramps. We have successfully entered broadside mode. Graphic degradation complete. Oh man, here we see all that. Oh no! Look, it just eats away. The broadsides. The AI, yeah. Man, the AI for all of those cannons Just got a little bit killed there. You know what? I think I'm going to add a couple of surge protectors on this broadside outer area, because it obviously needs it. You can see this cannon. Is it somehow... Oh, it's out of... Okay, it's out of scope. That makes sense. But I'm wondering a little bit. Minimum approach angle. At least this angle from the nose. Maybe if you just set it to like 45 or something. Maybe it was better. Oh, our cute lamp system. It ain't doing much. It just fails. And this stream of EMP missiles really causes us problems. Man. I don't think we will win against the Megalodon, but to be fair, the Megalodon is a lot bigger than our ship. So yeah, that's that. Anyways, let's see how our anti-torpedo torpedoes work. No? Okay. Come on. Did they not kill him? Where's the next swarm? They missed. Come on. Ah! Oh, we got it. Okay. They do something. That's good. And what about my torpedoes? Are they shooting? Oh, maybe not. I forgot to add a forward-facing sonar too. I think we'll have a 360 sonar as kind of backup as well. Yeah, we'll definitely need that. 360 sonar on a little stick thing. Absolutely. Yeah. More EMP, better sonar. Indeed. I'll need to do that. Alright, destroy all enemy vehicles. Repair this thing. Well, that's a lag. That was a lag spike. It was just froze for a while there. Amazing. So, I'm thinking that we're going to have a torpedo sonar thing on a stick just below here. I'm thinking truss block in brass. I'm thinking AI connector and probably just one of these and one of those. Very nice. And we can have a little nice alloy wedge in the front here, so it looks fancy and all. How nice. Okay. And the EMP surge protectors, I wonder if I can place them somewhere where they kind of look okay. They're really like dangerous. Do a lot of damage. It's scary, this thing. Each of these cost 100 as well, so we actually like want to protect them within the AI, but anyways. It's like this degraded mode is just so much darker. We need to put it kind of here, right? Oh, maybe I can exchange some of those. God, this doesn't look very good, does it? It doesn't. Unacceptable. So yeah, we really got to... Let me actually go in here and fix the lightning. Ambient lighting, thank you. Sun intensity, boost. Oh lords. This looks ass. Alright, something like that. The good old GPU ocean that I kind of like to look at, but also my system hates it. I think we actually can hide a EMP surge protector under each barrel here, and it should really take some of that bulk damage. And now I just realized we don't have any symmetry planes on, so we need to redo it. But that's actually a good location for the nether regions of this craft. That sounds wrong. And these really get some problems going on here. And when I built them, heavy armor was not this dangerous and not so susceptible to EMP, so I'm kind of wondering if this heavy armor even like adds something, or maybe it just kind of adds problems. I don't know. So if we just probably remove that. Can probably put one like between all of them. Oh, now I forgot again. Good job, Gmodism. Not very. Kind of like that. So we're having a surge protector just between every cannon like this. I'll probably paint it to make it stand out less, and just have a heavy armor block here. And the heavy armor works a little bit as some kind of superconductor. God damn it. It's like I want to make the double click speed slower, because it's like when you press, it's like this is the fastest click you can do. If you click like this, you will turn into fast mode. It's so annoying. Anyways. And then we have up here as well. They also get kind of damaged. I'm thinking that we will put a surge protector in the color of brown. And then we're going to put this wooden block in front of it, yeah? So something like this. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this, and I'm going to play around a little bit with AI settings, and then we're going to see if we can make a version that's actually much more decent, and then we can finally update this craft. So hopefully these changes will add to our survivability a lot. I do not expect us to beat the Megalodon, because it's kinda big, but I hope we can beat some of the crafts we already lost against. We shall see indeed. We shall see indeed. And well, stay tuned for that, and thanks a lot for watching this little upgrade the broadsword episode. And I hope that it was, you know, fun to watch, or maybe you learned something new, or maybe you're raging in the comments with a lot of tips, which is always appreciated. A little bonus info going on here. I did just set something that works. So circle at distance, combat distance 50 meters only, and minimum approach angle 65. And this makes us slowly but surely approach the engine, and we won't really suffer much of problems in terms of we flee from the enemy very much. So this seems to be the way that we do. And I also changed a little thing on the AI. I made it so that it targets blocks below water instead of above. And this makes so that much fewer shots miss. Most shots from the broadside actually hit now, because they are trying to target some random block inside a vehicle and not on top. So that's kind of a smart little thing. Anyways, that's all. We found a beautiful setting that works, so we can update it. In any case, this is your host Gmodism, and we're signing out. I'll see you next time. Because well, bye bye, have a good time. Gmodism signing out.